All specifications contained in this video are the minimum for dry climates. For torrential and/or cold minimum specifications, please refer to the Monier LifeTile installation guide. In this re-roof situation, the old roof is removed first. Attention should be paid as to the condition of the existing deck and framing. Any weak or rotten lumber should be replaced prior to installation of the new deck. Unless they're in good condition, existing flashings should be replaced with metal designed for roof tile. The spaced sheathing of an old shake roof must be covered with plywood or be filled in with boards to achieve a solid roof deck. If fill-in method is used, gaps greater than an 1/8 inch should not be allowed between sheathing boards. If a raised fascia is used to support the first course of tile, an anti-ponding mechanism must be installed to support the underlayment. Wood, metal, or foam are typical materials used for this purpose. Underlayment used must be a minimum single ply of ASTM grade 30-pound felt. The application shown is a 2-ply installation. The underlayment should extend over the rake edge at least 1 inch. Felt should be drawn out and cut around pipes and other protrusions. Avoid tearing the felt in the process. Effort should be made to make the rolls straight and flat. Debris should be cleaned from the deck prior to application. Fasteners must be corrosion resistant and applied to resist wind damage prior to tile installation. Typically 12 inches on center at the overlap and 36 inches in the center of the roll. The base flashing must be installed in conjunction with the felt, whereas the second flashing is installed during the tile application. The existing flashing may be used if it's in good condition. The flashing may be weathered with the succeeding layer of felt, or addressed as shown, with a separate bib that's cut and draped over the flashing. In either case, the felt should be installed to prevent water intrusion prior to the application of the tile. In roof valley preparation, a bleeder sheet must first be installed down the center of the valley. This sheet must be a minimum 15-pound felt and fit snugly into the crease. At this point, the roofer has the option of installing the valley metal directly to the bleeder sheet and lapping the felt over the valley metal, or may weave opposing rolls through the valley in a lapped pattern. Any nails used to fasten the metal must be sealed with roofer cement prior to tile installation. At any vertical intersection, such as walls, chimneys, or skylights, the felt must be turned up a minimum of 2 inches or 4 inches if possible. Where the felt needs to be cut at corners, it will be necessary to seal these areas with mastic or other sealing material before the tile is installed. Where eaves are to be exposed, a drip edge should be installed. Once the underlayment and flashings are in place, layout preparation begins by establishing the location of the eave and ridge courses. The eave course is determined by the desired overhang, and the ridge course is normally marked 1.5 inches from the peak of the ridge. Using a tape marked at the normal tile exposure, set the first mark on the eave course line and extend the tape straight up to the ridge course. Now swing the tape to one side until a mark on the tape intersects the ridge course. Tack the tape in place and repeat the process across the roof to establish the course marks. Course lines may then be set using a chalk line. The same method can be used by marking any measuring tape at the normal course increments of the tile you're using. Cedar light has a 10-inch exposure, whereas most other tiles are 13.5 or 14 inches. Proper spacing of the tiles during the loading process can save valuable time during installation. Loading guidelines are contained in Monier LifeTile installation guides. As tiles are installed, wedges are placed beneath the tiles at the rake to fill the space and provide a finished look. Tiles are cut at random to provide a rustic appearance. Nails may be set flush, but care should be taken not to overdrive into the tile. Tiles should be cut in a straight line up the valley, and small cuts should be fastened with wire and/or adhesive. Field tiles should be cut to fit around pipes. Short collar flashings require sealant at the pipe to prevent water intrusion. Rigid type flashing may be used with flat tiles and should be painted to match the color of the tile. Tile pan flashings should be installed at side wall intersections, counterflashed by Z-bar or other weather-tight flashing assembly. Cut tiles may be attached using tile adhesive placed above the overlap portion of the water channel. Do not nail through the tile pan flashing. Head wall and tile pan flashings should be cut, folded, and installed sequentially to ensure that any water traveling the pan is directed back to the field tile. All cuts at intersections must be adequately sealed to prevent water intrusion. Prior to installing the ridge trim, pressure-sensitive adhesive may be installed to seal the ridge juncture. Ridge trim is fastened with one nail penetrating the nailer board a minimum of 3/4 inch. Mastic or adhesive is applied at the overlap to cover the nail hole and form a bond between trim tiles. By following the guidelines outlined in this video and referring to the Monier LifeTile installation guide, you can be confident that your hard work and craftsmanship installing Monier LifeTile will ensure consistent success for your company.